heading east. They don't see you over in the west with here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent? What a place.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you come they don't see you over in the west then.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place.
I'm heading east. They don't see you over in the
Interfere
west
with the
here.
mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
I'm heading east. Best they don't see you over in the west then.
Interfere with the mixing
What a
process if you
place.
don't keep your voice down.
Full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Not familiar with the area.
Best they don't see you over in
Mixing
I'm heading
process
east
if you
then.
don't keep your voice
With
down.
you here.
What a place. Full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Best they don't see you over in
Process if
the
you
west
don't keep
then.
your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
You might want to
What
get
a
a guide if you're not
place.
familiar with the area.
Full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Best they don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here. Best they don't see you over in the west then.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Best they don't see you
I'm heading
over in the
east.
west then. Don't you come with you here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Best they don't
ability
see
to
you
not get
over in
lost
the
some sort of
west then.
talent.
With you here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
You'll interfere with the mixing process.
Exploration and trials.
Don't you come with me.
Adventuring is right up my alley.
In the west then.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
the ability to not get lost some sort of talent? What a
Don't
place.
interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your
Surprises.
voice
Rotten
down.
onion skin?
Best I don't see you over in the west, then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not
What
get
sort of
lost some
color
sort of
is
talent?
this? Rotten onion skin?
What a place.
Best I don't see
Interfere
you
with the
over in the
mixing
west,
process
then.
if you don't keep your
Don't you
voice
come
down.
with, you hear?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
What a place.
I'm heading east.
Don't interfere with
Don't
the
you come
mixing
with,
process
you
if
hear?
you don't keep your voice down. You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Rotten onion skin?
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
What a place. Surprises.
Don't interfere with the
I'm
mixing
heading east.
process if you don't
Don't you
keep your
come with,
voice
you
down.
hear?
You might want to
Is
get
the
a
ability
guide
to
if
not
you're
get lost some
familiar
sort of
with the
talent?
area.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same.
Best I don't see you
Except
over
we
in the
call that
west,
light
then.
hope.
What a place.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you
I'm
don't
heading
keep your
east.
voice down.
Don't you come with, you hear?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east. Best I don't see
Interfere
you
with the
over in the
mixing
west,
process if you
then.
don't keep your voice down.
What a place. The world is full of
You
surprises.
might want to get a guide if you're not familiar.
Instead of
ability to not
confining
get lost
themselves
some
to the
sort of
heavens,
talent?
God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you Best I don't see you over in the west,
Interfere
then.
with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent? What a place. The world is full of surprises.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
You might want to get a guide
I'm
with the
heading
mixing
east.
process if you don't
Best
keep
I
your
don't
voice
see you
down.
over in the west, then.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
What sort of color is this? Rotten
Is the
onion
ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Come with, you hear? Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
What a place! All this full of surprises.
Best they don't see you over in the west, then.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place! All this full of surprises.
Best
Is
they
the
don't
ability
see
to
you
not get
over in
lost
the
some sort of
west,
talent?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place! The world is full of surprises.
Best they don't see you over in the west, then.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice
Is
down.
the ability to
Best
not
they
get
don't
lost
see
some
you
sort of
over in the
place.
west, then.
The world is full of surprises.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
You'll interfere with the mixing
What a
process
Best
if
they
you
don't
don't
see
keep
you
your
over in
voice
the
down.
west, then.
Full of surprises.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Interfere with
What
the
a
mixing
place.
process if you don't keep your
Best
voice
they
down.
don't see you over in
Surprises.
the west, then.
What is this? Rotten onion skin?
over in the west, then.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Onion skin?
I'm heading east.
The
Don't
ability
you
to not get
quit,
lost.
you hear?
The world is full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Error.
You'll interfere with the mixing
Best they
process
don't
if you
see you
don't
over
keep
in
your
the
voice
west,
down.
then.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east.
What a
Don't you come
place.
with, you hear?
The world is full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Interfere with the
West,
mixing
then.
process if you don't keep your voice down.
Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east.
What a place.
With you hear?
Full of surprises.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
Best they don't see you over in the west,
Mixing
then.
process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
You might want to get a
What
guide.
a place. The world is full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Best they don't see you over in the west, then.
Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Best they don't see you over in the west, then. I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
What a place. Full of surprises.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Rotten onion skin?
Best they don't see you
I'm
over in
heading
the
east.
west, then. Don't you come with, you hear?
You might want to get a guide if you're not
What a
familiar with the area.
place. The world is full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
What sort of color is this?
You'll
Rotten
interfere with the
onion
mixing
skin?
process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place.
I'm Best they don't see you over in the west, then.
surprises.
Here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Best they don't see you
Interfere with
over
the
in the
mixing
west,
process
then.
if you
Come
don't
with, you
keep your
hear?
voice down. You might want to get a guide if
What
you're
a
not familiar
place.
with the area.
The world is full of surprises.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Best they don't see you over in the west, then.
if you
a
don't keep your
place.
voice down.
Full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Best I don't see you over. I'm at west then. Don't you come with me here.
Rotten onion skin?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a
Don't
place.
interfere with the mixing process if you
full of
don't keep your
surprises.
voice down.
Best I don't see you over in the
Don't
west
you come
then.
with you here. Rotten onion skin?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place.
Don't interfere with the
ability to
mixing
not get lost in
process if you don't
surprises.
keep your voice down.
I'm heading east.
Don't you come with
Best
you
I don't
here.
see you over in the
Onion skin?
west then.
You might want to get a guide.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Don't interfere
What
with the
a
mixing
place.
process if you don't keep your voice down.
Full of surprises.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Rotten onion skin?
I'm heading east.
Don't you come with you here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't
Best I
keep your
don't see
voice
you
down.
over in the west then.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
You might
I'm
want to
heading
get a guide if you're not
Don't you come with you here.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
Best I don't see you
mixing
over in the
process
west
if you don't
then.
keep
Is
your
the
voice
ability to
down.
not get lost some sort of talent?
What sort of color is this?
I'm heading
Rotten
east.
onion skin? Don't you come
You
with
might want
you
to get a
here.
guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. The world is full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of
Interfere
talent?
with the mixing process if
Best
you
I don't
don't
see
keep
you
your
over in
voice
the
down.
west
Instead of
then.
confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
What sort of color is this? Rotten
I'm heading
onion
east.
skin? Don't you come
You might
with
want to
you
get a
here.
guide if you're not familiar with the
What
area.
a place. The world is full of surprises.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same,
Best I don't see you
except
over
we
in the
call that
west
light
then.
hope.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Not get lost some sort of talent? What a place. The world is full of surprises.
Best I don't see you over in the west then. I'm heading
Mixing
east.
process if
Don't
you
you
don't
come
keep
with
your
me
voice
here.
down. If you're not familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Onion skin?
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Don't you come with you here.
You might want to get a guide with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
What a place. The world is full of surprises. a place.
What sort of
It's
color is
full of
this?
surprises.
Rotten onion skin?
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Read boutique.
I'm heading
Interfere
east.
with the mixing
Is the
process
ability
if
to
you
not get
don't
lost
keep
some
your
sort of
voice
talent?
down.
What a place. It's
What
full
sort
of
of
surprises.
color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Best I don't see you over in
You
the
might want
west,
to get a
then.
guide if you're not familiar with the area.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me here.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place.
Best I don't see you over in the
You might
west,
want to get
then.
a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent.
You'll interfere with
I'm
the
heading
mixing
east.
process if you
Don't you
don't
come
keep your
with me
voice
here.
down.
Best I don't see you over in the west,
Might
then.
get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place. It's full of surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Interfere with the
Best
mixing
I don't
process
see
if
you
you
over in
don't
the
keep
west.
your
I'm
voice
heading
down.
east.
What a
With me
place.
here.
It's full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a
Best I don't
place.
see you over in the
Mixing
west,
process if you don't
Surprises.
keep your
then. With me
voice down.
here.
What a place.
You might want to get a guide if
Full
you're
of
not
surprises.
familiar with the area.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I'm heading east. Best I don't see you over in the
You'll
west,
interfere
then.
with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place.
You might want to get a guide
Full of
if you're not
surprises.
familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west, then. With you
Is
here.
the ability to not get lost
What
some
sort
sort
of
of
color
talent?
is this? Rotten onion skin?
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
What a place. The world is full of surprises.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with
Get a
me
guide
here.
if you're not familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west, then.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the
What
ability
a
to not get lost some
place.
sort of
I'm
talent?
heading east.
Full of surprises.
Come with you here.
You might want to get a guide if you're not
What
familiar
sort
with
of
the area.
color is this?
Best I don't
Rotten
see you
onion
over in the
skin?
west, then.
You'll interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with you here.
What a place. It's full of surprises.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Best I don't see you over in the west, then. Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for completing today's commission.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
I don't see you over in the west, then.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you quit, Peter.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
What a place.
Best I don't see you over in the
Is the
west.
ability to not get lost some sort of
Interfere with
talent?
the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
I'm heading east. Don't you quit, Peter.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Looks one.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Let's add Escoffier to this list. Alright, let's go here. Leave.
Light it up! Go in! Get to work! You two! Time to pyroclastic surge!
Oh, yeah. Getting that.
Rise! Everybody stand back! Bring it! Fulfill our path! Suffer the wrath of me! Wrath from the sky!
Useful, but let's do this.
Light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's get to work! You two! Time to light up the blazing sun! Everybody stand back! Bring it! Fulfill our pact! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get up! Wrath from the sky!
I wish it was the other set. there a recipe for Gilded Hall? I don't think there's any recipe for that. We just have to wing it, I think. Follow this.
Oh, man.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Bro! Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Ifa, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on,
Hi, come on,
Ifa.
go.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For
Fork a
vegetables.
cuckoo. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Ifa, and I just turned 5.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Ifa, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Ifa, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while—
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus.
That's
I believe in him.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, but our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
Leave it to us.
You sure?
um,
Awesome.
Kakuku is probably chilling out with Novelat.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't
There you go.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Nothing new there. What's up?
Oh wow, both of them are here, along with Kakuku.
Did he say he came from Natlan?
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro of a bro.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow! Oh no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich,
I
was there
could just
something else
watch
you wanted to
Neuvillette and
discuss relating
Kukuku
to the case?
for a whole
Yes.
hour.
Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this Guns Lost and Found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you.
Relax, Ifa. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make...
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved! All right.
Let's start that. And the day after.
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
Are you running away?
Okay. All right. Sure.
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting! Is Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Ridesley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
A nice loading screen. I'd love to see Kakuku there as well.
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Make this stuff.
Who goes there?
Okay, close there. How are you seeing me? I'm literally in the bush,
Boss,
bro.
do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie.
That's right.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do scarred face? On closer inspect, could he have previously... Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed...
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security. So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great!
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear!
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time. Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh, wait. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here! Out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
You're the best, bro! Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Ifa and Auroran?
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
Ah. You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city.
The
prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine. Really? How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, Gramps. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face! I dare you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Poor Ahau. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Ifa, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Don't lose hope, Ahau. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you? Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Ah, really? Dang! Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
Wait till we put them.
The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mer...
Skyward!
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
They're here.
Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on?
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
And octopus. Where the fuck do you see ants?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Roran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Roran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Ifa?
Of course not. Ifa has his own gun. All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Ifa and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Court of Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Roran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with... Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way.
How would he know?
I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Ifa and Kukuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Ifa is. Time to catch that con man and...
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon, you're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically a
Kinda.
household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking a Roran to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too, Stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Recognize a 5-star character compared to the peasant of Fontaine.
I think this
I'm
plan is
sure.
worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Look, isn't working.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza.
And he's dead.
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natlan, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of
That's the
coded
guy I'm
ads
guessing.
in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about
didn't
to say.
think so.
It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it? Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. but that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro!
See, Mr. Kukuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes. In that case, I
He's
understand
just
completely.
Not
He's just supposed
exactly
to
what I
be
was going for, but
a
if that's
genuine
how you want to
impression.
understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help.
That sounded like a De Niro impression.
Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news.
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, I don't know.
Did you get
Maybe
your
he'll cut his
Escoffier?
losses and vanish
I
into thin
did get
air,
my
and our efforts will
Escoffier.
have been in vain. At least
Like
Natlan will get the stolen relic back.
I didn't
so
get
it
the
won't have
weapon
been for
though.
nothing.
I didn't wish on the
In
weapon.
that
I just
case,
got the
let's
got
hope his
Escoffier.
arrogance stays in play.
I'm saving up
Everyone,
for
I have
Scarf.
just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation.
And
As soon
also
as
we
there are
don't
any
know yet
further
what's the
developments, we will
5.8
act without
character is
delay.
gonna be.
When
So
that time
I'm
comes,
kind of
we
saving
will
just
be
in case I
relying on
wish
your
on the 5.8 as well.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Let's start the act 3 if it is available. I don't know if it's available. Is it available? It's gonna. And let's play the event.
Skyward! Add Astra.
Seven. That is. I need to end the cycle and begin a new cycle. Yeah. 40% cycle and 10% more removes this cycle during this purpose enhance this effect. This time you obtain this bulb 20% removes of it. Okay, the same accuracy 2 times this cycle improves the revenue for this 60%. So, this is that 4 upgrading phenomena. Yeah, gotta have Spark. I got lucky getting Escoffier while pulling. I got C6 Ifa, so I was super lucky. Congratulations, man. Yeah, congrats. I think I got C1 Ifa. I'm not sure C1 or C2, but I'm not really going for Ifa, so it's fine. I don't really care. I'm just grateful that I didn't lose my 50-50. I got her in just 8 wishes, I think. So I'm lucky about that. I'm just, that's enough for me. It's right. Right. This. Let's have this for now. I know he's not super good, but getting C6 in 80 pulls is insane. I think I didn't get anyone else. Yeah. That is actually super lucky. You don't see that very often. Just one character from C0 to absolutely C6, even if a 4-star, you don't see that often. That's very lucky. Else, let's upgrade the facility. Okay, upgrade. How about this? I have to expand it. Then let's just upgrade this. Then upgrade this, but it's 4. Let's upgrade this. Oh, I have 2 now. Let's go. That's what I wanted, actually. I almost never even get whatever neither 4-star is. So zappy. I do get that. I do get the new 4-star, but probably C0 or C1 at the best. It's just normally that's how it goes. Either if I'm wishing 80 pulls, then I usually get C0 or C1 or C2 at max. I never gotten C6 4-star from 8 equals from C0 to C6. That's very rare. I'm happy for you, man. Congrats. That has never happened to me. Highest I think I've gotten C2 from C0. The cycle, I don't think there's anything else. Problem was I needed 2 copies of Oracle for C6 and didn't get any. Well, you can't get everything. You got C6 of that, so you can't get everything. You could just wish 40 and maybe build up a little bit of pity on this one for Scar. You could try doing that. And 40 wishes shouldn't be. You shouldn't get a 5-star within 40 wishes. I think 40 wishes is safe. You could try to do a 40 wishes and wish you get to Auroron. I did get, I think, 4 copies of Auroron, 4 or 3 copies of Auroron. My Auroron is C6 now, after getting those 2 copies, 2 or 3 copies. So I'm grateful for that as well. On this reward. Before I go to stuff. First time you expend any attraction this cycle, you reduce the cause of getting. Can be upgraded. I'm not gonna upgrade right now. I'm gonna expand the movie. Okay. Is it gonna stop? That didn't it? Hello Xavier, welcome to the stream. No, you can't get everything for sure, and I do plan on do a few more pulls if I do it a 5-star. If it's fine, either C1 Escoffier or get the 50, and no, I'll get yeah, it's fine. Like 40 pulls is fine if you want to build PT or something. I'm scared to do more than 40 pulls. So I'm not really interested in C1 Escoffier. Losing a 50-50 is fine, so you get guaranteed scarf, but I don't really want C1 Escoffier. You should get C2. I guess it will be very luck dependent. But you should get C2 or around if it's you're lucky enough, I guess. I'm just trying to get Escoffier and mine is guaranteed since I lost 50 piece on my It just trying to get Escoffier mine is guaranteed since I lost my 50 PC and for oh, good luck, Xavier. Then you already have guaranteed.
Exploration and
Hope you get
trials.
less than 80 pulls then.
Adventuring
Get her
is
in
right
less
up
than
my
80
alley.
pulls. I got her on 80, so all the best. Simone is so strong, so I don't mind if I do, but I'll get Scarf no matter what. Yeah, I also want Scarf no matter what. I have enough for Scarf. How much I Oh, I can stop time. Is that how I'm supposed to do this? I want to get 45, Xavier. Then hope you get her in 40 more, I guess. Oh. Oh, no. What the fuck? What the fuck? It refused to attack the middle one. Do you see that? Fuck you. Fuck you. I already have C6 Auron and Ifa and an Ifa. Yeah, I also got Auron C6 after this. Yes, next round too. Fuck you. I have to get early for sure. Yeah, good luck, Xavier. Hope you get her in the next 10. Oh. Hello, hello. Ah, I don't have system on. I think I C2 or C1 if I forgot. But yes, I got my C6 Auron after the wishes, this one. Upgrade them. Perform. Let's go to the next cycle. Oh, what's the thing? Pretty much. Staff center. Should I hire more people? Let's upgrade this first. Oops. Upgrade that, huh? That is that. I just need Escoffier for my C5. Excuse me. I just need Escoffier for my C5 GG. What the fuck are you doing with your C5 GG? Is she like your main DPS or something? Huh? I have never heard someone say you need Escoffier for C5 GG. Like, for damage. Escoffier heals as well. You don't need GG unless you have a Sunquest colony. Sunquest colony. The fuck am I saying? Colony. Gosh. Unless you have Sunquest fallacy or something like that. Sunquest colony. Unless you have Sunquest fallacy or something. You have C5 CT, so you just made it in DPS. That's awesome. That is some unhinged shit. I love it. I'm not getting what I need. Absolutely not getting it. Yes. So I'm just trying to make underrated characters useful. So you can already do 10k. The prior is fine. And that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. All the best. Escoffier does a lot of damage as well. She will be good. With 55% more buff, she should be a lot, even more useful. Awesome. Hire someone. Anything we can do with this free stamina. I don't want it to go towards the stage building. I wish I could upgrade this, but what? I could just fire these guys. We hire someone new. It's all. Never mind. This was supposed to 4 now. Our build is actually pretty decent right now. What's it like? Crit versus like the crit ratio? Huh? What's the crit ratio right now? And what weapon are you using on her? I'm interested in that. This would have been a really good upgrade, but let's end the cycle. Don't have any. C0 CC, but I do have C5 Dream, C2 more. The rate is 30 and she's using Calamity. Okay. You're running on a freeze team, so 30 should be more than enough on a freeze team. Each time you set them, maybe the 30% reduction would have been better. Just trying to debate on weapon right now. I wouldn't really know about how to build Chi better, honestly. Other than good stat stick, I have little to no knowledge about building Chi, so I'm not really a good person to suggest you anything about her. I guess a good Chi team would be Chivrina, Chi, Escoffier, and a fourth character. What did you have as a fourth character? Maybe someone like Shincho or Yalan as a fourth character. Especially if you're doing a lot of normal damage, normal attacks. Then I guess as Sophia, yeah, I guess that would be really good team. I would never get upset at losing my 50 to 3 because I love her as a character. I would have having C6. Congrats, man. I don't really use Chichi a lot because it's just not my taste. I used to use her. I have her build, but I only used her as a healer, and now there's better healer in the game. So it doesn't really make sense for me to use her. I like her as a character. She's cute, but not to that level where I would use her that much. I think I have C4 or C3 Chichi. I'm not sure. I have to see. I may use either Chongyun or Shijun. Chongyun is good, but Chongyun is also a main DPS kind of a character. I mean, you could use her. I guess Chongyun would be used if you use her in a normal attack, and Chongyun E kind of helps her convert her normal attack into cryo attack. I guess that would be useful. Yeah, sure. Yeah, and Sijuin, I have no idea. See, I don't even have any idea what Sijuin's build and how good she is. So I can't say anything about that. But yeah, Chongyun E would be very useful. Right? His skill turns normal damage into cryo damage, so that would be useful. I still can't hire anyone. My satisfaction. That all for now. I don't think I can do it. I guess I could recruit some people at Christmas her. Electric spades. Do we have anything for electric spades? Please, let's hire this food. This is her. It's Tijuan is healer. How many healer do you need? I mean, Escoffier is a healer. You don't really need a healer though. Escoffier is a healer. Chi is herself is a healer. You don't need more healers. That's a lot. I don't have this much. Holy shit. I had no idea this was like 4 or 6k. Jesus Christ. Let's say I don't know. Hello, man. Yeah, but I still somehow die even with 2 healers on my. You still die with that much. I think once Escoffier is in your team and you have enough ER on Escoffier that you can use her with each rotation, that you can burst with each rotation. You won't need Sijuin after that. Escoffier should be with Chi-Chi, especially with Chi-Chi. You shouldn't need any more healer. Maybe you do. Maybe you do because you're using Purina. But still, though, it shouldn't. That Chi-Chi heals quite a bit. Honestly, I guess you could use instead of like Sijuin. Maybe you could use Pincho, because his swords provides a bit of a healing, little bit of healing, and little bit of defense as well. Maybe that could be good. This Sijuin really doesn't provide much value, other than the healing is also not that much. More than Sijuin, you could use who's that other lady? Oh, I forgot her. Someone with maybe yes, Kokomi. Maybe you could use Kokomi with thrilling tales. That could be more useful than Sijuin, honestly. Unless you like Sijuin a lot, that's a different thing. That's a different discussion. I don't think you should need healing, honestly. I think you're dying because of Furina's E. It's draining a lot of HP. But after having Escoffier, you shouldn't need to. You don't have Kokomi, and that's sad. Maybe then Diona could be useful, but then again, Diana could be useful. My Chi-Chi is C3. I don't see any other healer, honestly. Yeah, Layla is also really good. Layla provides, gives you really good shield. You could use her instead of Sealing. But if you're talking about only water element, Hydro, you don't really have much of a choice other than Shincho or to replace Siegewing. Yeah, Layla could work. Layla gives you pretty good shields. Let's hire someone for this. Then hire someone for Mino. Good. That's it for now. I wish I could hire someone for maybe on space, but I lost too many people this and I've been second Purina rerun. I lost to Chichi 6 times. I lost to one Diluc, one Mona, and two Kaching. That's sad. At least you like Chichi, you know. That's kind of a good thing, I guess. You could count that as a positive thing that you like Chichi. Excuse me? I don't want to put in. Like, let's get the first time we expanded crashing, it was the first upgrade 90% of safety. I've lost a lot of 50-50s as well, but I don't think as much as you. Lost Gene. I've lost Gene in a 50-50, but only once. I've lost Thea C4. PGC3. Diluc C1. Pitching C1. Dinari C1. That's it, I think. That will post us, so it's fine. I've also lost 2 weapons, my 50-50s. Got my C5 Gene, C2 Mona, C0 pitching, C0 Diluc, C1 pitching. I don't have C5 gene. I would have liked to have C5 gene, honestly. I don't mind C5 gene. I was using Gene when Furina released for the first time because Gene was such a good teammate for her. She provides so much healing in just one instance. Really good. I've lost a lot of 50 rupees to these weapons. Except for Mavuika's and Sitlali's weapons. All of the rest of the 5-star weapons I've lost 50-50 to, or I gotten them in the normal standard banner, which is let's get this first. I'm super lucky on weapon banner, only looks 250 on. I have never really wasted on weapon banner, I'm gonna be honest. I only waste on one time on Mavuika's weapon, and I lost my 50-50 there to Sitlali's weapon. But thankfully I had Sitlali and Mavuika both, so I used both weapons. But I never really wished on weapon banner. That was my first time wishing on weapon banner on Mavuika's. That's all. Expand. I can't expand yet. Let's trade this. But I can, but I don't need edge. Did want to hire me. Maybe I can. I could hire this guy. But then like can. Yeah, I guess I can hire him. Child labor? Does this count as child labor? I mean, is Genshin child labor now? I'm literally getting him to work on a movie. Oh, and I still have Emily. I forgot about. I didn't wish on Emily. I don't have Emily, and I never really lost my 50-50. On Emily, I don't. She never really felt like something I wanted to have. Well, I haven't wished a lot on. 60. I'm a completely F2P, so I've never really wished on weapon. 6 times is not a lot. I did want 10 pull on Emily and I got it. Bruh. Where do you get such lucks? I'd like to have them as well. He's a good on burning queen, but I'm not really a big fan of burning, so it's fine. On 6 different weapons. Yeah, I get it. 6 different weapons. Let's have this child labor. Let's promote child labor, why not? Uncle, you're done. We're moving into the new era. With our TikTok brains and new trends, we're going into the child labor. Let's go. You're not needed. You're fine. See you. Yes. That should be enough for now. Let's go into the next cycle now. I don't think I've ever gotten anyone 60 gold. Take that is one. Yeah, I don't mind taking him in league. I don't really run a burning team, but I don't mind. Burning team could be really good with the Chevrolet. So it's fine. But anyone in less than 60 gold. Never had a double, nothing in less than 60 gold. Kind of sucks. I had a couple of. I lost my 50-50 on 80 or 90 witches. And then the next 10 that I did, 10 pull, I got the character. That has happened to me, I think, twice or 3 times. That I've gotten 2 characters within 90 or 100 pulls. I lost the 50-50 in the 90 pull, then I just, in the next 10 pull, I get the character. That has happened. Yes. Let's look at speech time is confirmed, guaranteed to receive. Next time on rare 30% revenue more. Last Marvel to PG actually. I think I've also lost Mavuika to Dea. Not sure, but I think I also lost 50-50 of Mavuika, but to Dea instead. Movie masterpiece. Movie masterpiece. 40 by 50, 10 by 10. It's fine. I don't really need you. About Mellow Man. It's 10. It's fine. I don't really need one right now. I had a double in HSR, but it was on a standard banner. Now, I also never got a double on any banner. I don't play HSR, so I got C2 Mavica and her weapon R2. I was just trying to get C6 banner. Bruh. You never have to panic about C6 Bennett. It's gonna come. Like, it's fine. Bennett, I think, is the earliest character that I got C6 of. After that was the Electro character with the Raven. I forgot the name. I'm really terrible with names. Whenever I try to remember them. But I only have like C0 Mavic and just her signature. That's all. There's no R2 or C2 for me. I made a Shilon and only account. She's currently C1. That's the question. Why? Like Shilonen is a buffer, right? You need other characters that Shilonen can buff. You need other characters as well. Shilonen only isn't gonna cut it. Unless you're building her as a DPS character, then yeah, sure. But she's better as a healer and a buffer. Because yes, sure. Because I can. I'm gonna keep it this way. Yes, he is a pretty nice addition to the old monsters. How much do I have in the monsters? It's like I had this today. Yeah. Keep you for now. It's fine. It's only 4 weekend. She's at DPS right now. Yeah, I figured as much. So since it's only Shilon and only account, this has to be a DPS. I did get him C6, but didn't have any copies, so I really wanted Bennett. You might be one of the first one who really wanted Bennett. He is one of the best to support them. I still remember the days when people used to put Bennett in a F tier. Oh, oh. I'm going to get Chiori's weapon for her. I don't have Chiori really. I'm not really a fan of her playstyle either, so probably not for me. All the best for her weapon banner book, Xavier. Anyone remember the days when Bennett used to be put in a F tier? Because no content creator knew what the fuck they were talking about. Thing is now I didn't really use him. Yeah, if you're using... Oh, wait. Are you the one? But you can use him though. Like, you just said, don't you have C2 Mavuika Striker? If you have C2 Mavuika, Bennett is a really good teammate for her. I use Bennett with Mavuika. He has a really good synergy with them, Mavuika. Sorry, with Bennett, Mavuika does. I use Mavuika, Shilon, and Sitlali, and Purina. I don't know about that. That is a really good team. No, but instead of Purina, I think Bennett would be better. I think so. Also, I use Purina with other characters. I don't use Purina with Mavuika. Like I use Mavuika with a melt team rather than a vape team, so I guess that's how I prefer. You can just replace Purina with a Bennett. Purina and Purina buffs are far better than one. I don't know. Is it the? I don't know. I haven't checked personally. But I use Purina and I use Purina in other team. That's why I don't use her, I think. This is my Mavuika team. It does the job really. I use this. She's just got added. I don't really use her in this team, but instead of her, I use like Kazuha.
Sounds good to me.
This is the tool I use for no villain. I use Furina with no villain mostly. That's why I don't use Furina with Marvel. And also, I prefer this be a melt team instead of a vape team. Is that our I don't want to expand some other stuff before I expand. Do you have anything for escapades? No, for Meloman. We have 10, 10, 15. I'm gonna go with anyone. I could upgrade this dude to the next level, I guess. That's a lot. That is a lot. I don't have Mavuika, but Pretty sure Yansan would work too since Mavuika does move a lot. Not good, but not preferable. Mavuika's most of her damage comes from the burst. That's a fuck ton of damage from the burst, and it's not bad, but that's not preferable because Mavuika does a lot of donut, so she does move, but not as much as you want her to move. Like a character like Zhao and Varesa is really good. That is moving a lot, up and down constantly. But Mavuika's donut isn't really moving a lot. Yeah, her charge attack on bike, the donut, that's what I'm talking about, the donut. Donut is moving a lot, but Yansan buff still kind of wears off a lot of the time, even with her donut. Sometimes, and you don't really donut a lot with her, honestly, because you go Mavuika, you press her charge attack E. I'm gonna do a rotation. I'm gonna show you a rotation of that. You don't really do a lot of donut, preferably not. You just want to keep using her burst, which is the big part of her damage. Like, yeah, you have to do it sometimes, the donut, but it's not the preferable one. You do this.
Let's light it up! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of pyroclastic surge!
By the time I come here, he already has his burst. So I'm gonna do this same rotation again. So I don't really spend a lot of time on her bike, basically. I just keep doing her burst over and over again. So in that case, Yansan isn't really doing me anything. Oh, that's actually not a bad set. Maybe I'll use it. That last bike that I did was not something I wanted to do. Maybe I didn't crit, or maybe the cryo didn't affect the enemy, probably something like that. That should have been a just alt kill, instant kill. And then the next rotation starts. So you don't really spend a lot of time on bike. My Mavuika C2 and the triple crown, and with Shinon and Furina, her burst hits so hard it's almost overkill. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So what Xavier is saying, that her donut, the bike one, you don't spend a lot of time on bike, so Yansan isn't really that good with her. Like, it's usable, but not the best one. You'd want Bennett if you are using Yansan instead. And her burst is, her burst hits her. Like, that's the bulk of the time. Once again, I don't have more vehicles, so I can race. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to show you what the rotation kind of looks like a lot. Pike does damage. Like, the Pike does damage. It's not bad, but when you have an ult that does insta kill, you just want to focus on the ult rather than the Pike. And I get it. You don't really have her, so you don't really use her. What's the time like? 9 o'clock. I have to stop end the stream soon. Go and eat and stuff. My Maverick, I don't know if she's triple crowned. I don't think so. Is she? Yeah, she's not. Her normal attack is not triple crowned. It's just a 6 level. And why would I level her normal attack, honestly? Bad thing is she's supposedly coming back with Skark, and that's gonna make some people mad. Yeah, that's just the FOMO. They're just using FOMO so that more people spend money on the game. People that want Skark and Maverick are both gonna have to spend money so they can get both. That's just their marketing. We upgraded cannons. That's just how they prefer to. I don't really care for Skark, I just want my bike. If you don't really care for Skark, then go for Maverick. Absolutely. And Skark also going to have her rerun in 6 months or so at least. She will have a rerun, it's fine. Just don't have FOMO. That if you're playing gacha, don't have FOMO. If you have FOMO, you're going to go pro. It's fine. She'll have a rerun. Eventually she will do, and eventually you'll get her. It's fine. Let's dismiss this show. Where is it? Paying that out of it's hire her. She's going to be in Mellow Manor. Bye-bye. Yeah, even C0 Maverick is crazy good. Yeah, I have C0 Maverick and her R1 weapon. R1 not really. You get the point. R1 weapon. Because Maverick is crazy good. You can eventually get Skark in the next rerun if you don't have enough heroes. It's fine. Not that big of a deal. Maybe it's the guy. Why not? Because I'm fucking broke. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll see you. I'll do this later. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here for today. We're gonna continue this in the next stream, which is gonna be on the Friday, I think. I'm gonna be busy in the next couple of days. So I'm probably gonna stream on Friday or Thursday. I don't think Thursday is gonna be happening, but let's see. We'll see. Thank you for stopping by, Striker and Xavier. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Good night. Thank you for stopping by again. See you in the next stream. Bye bye.